We are back live. Where's my mic? Test. We are back live at CollectCo. I've got to step to the back for 1 second while everybody's hopping on. Okay. Well, I seen the records I was going to do for half off, but there's no crates where they're normally at. I guess they took them to the back today. I'll get one of these when we get them condensed. All right, I got to do some condensing, so if you're back on, thank you and welcome. Was this one that wasn't a crate? That wasn't an early crate, but I'm going to do some condensing here. The price, Ed Sheeran is $33.99 X. It's actually 2 LPs, and that does have the song Thinking Out Loud on it. $33.99, which is, that is the one that, I'll Be Loving You Till We're 70. Isn't that the same song? Isn't that Thinking Out Loud? Pretty sure that's that song. Honey, I'll be loving you till we're 70. I can't quite sing it like Ed can, but I've heard that at every wedding I've ever been at. I used to film weddings for my friend. He was a videographer. So high school, extra money on the weekends, I'd go film weddings. And he also DJ'd them. And some of the people requested the same songs every time at a wedding. I heard Randy Travis, Always and Forever Amen, Ed Sheeran, Thinking Out Loud. Same songs. I was like, man, why don't y'all play some Led Zeppelin? Some Soundgarden or something. That would be an ultimate wedding song. Outshined. Spoon Man. Oh, James Taylor. Oh my gosh, I've heard so much James Taylor played at weddings. How sweet it is. Something in the way she moves. Over and over. Randy Travis is, I probably heard I Will Love You Forever and Ever, Amen. That was played there for a while. I think every wedding. If I was at a wedding, of course, I kind of knew their playlist. Kobe would have to make it for them, but that was a big one. Something in the way she moves. It's like, y'all got good times, bad times on this mix. Rocket Man. Something that won't make you cry. Master of Puppets. Let's see here. Okay, I think I've done my condensing to where I'm ready to show y'all a crate. I'm going to recap a crate of vintage and do a best offer on them that was shown tonight. So, no, I hadn't heard too much. Well, that Tyler, when I was filming a lot of weddings, Tyler Childers wasn't all that popular. So that's been several years ago. That was 2000. I was doing that back in 13, 14, 15, a little bit of 16 probably. So, let's see. Let's do some recaps of some vintage stuff. Let me pull up my Chris Cornell Sun Shower. Yeah, that's a good one. Let me pull up my chat. Now I'm ready to see comments. We're going to do a recap here. Buy it now, best offer. How many people we got on? 72. If y'all will share the feed, if we get to 100 viewers for part 2, I've got a crate of really good half-off stuff to do, okay? A great crate of half-off stuff to do. I'm talking about pretty recent stuff, great titles, near-mint stuff, maybe a few check condition. But y'all can help by sharing and tagging. And maybe when we get done recapping this crate, if we're at 100 viewers by then, I'll go fill up that crate of half off stuff. I'm definitely going to need my charger right quick. Let me go grab that. Let me show a few records first. Jay Giles Hotline. So these are new arrivals from the night. I'm going to tell you the price and condition. If you want to make an offer on them, go right ahead. This is Jay Giles Hotline EX 1799. Deep Purple Perfect Strangers. I may have overlooked that one the first time. That's EX 2499. That's their 1984 album, Deep Purple Perfect Strangers. How about the best of Booker T and the MGs? This has Green Onions on it, EX 2999. EX 2999. Like I said, new arrivals, but don't hesitate to make offers. The Bee Gees, Massachusetts. That's VG Plus, $9.99. The Bee Gees. The Jaggers, we went to different schools together. That was a VG copy, $9.99. Carole King, Grimes and Reasons, VG Plus, $9.99. Roger Ramjet, I'm going to sell you the Deep Purple for $20. Sold. See how easy that was? Orleans, Waking and Dreaming, with the hype sticker, still the one, EX 1299. And Billy Joel and Innocent Man, VG Plus, $9.99. I saw Deep Purple. Yeah, everybody buys that Deep Purple album usually sells really well. I think at that time in '84, that album and then that tour, they were really clicking. Romelu said 5 on Carole King. I can't do 5. I'll do $8 on Carole King. Stephen, I'll sell you Orleans for 10. That's sold to Stephen. Romelu 8 on Carole King. Dusty Springfield, A Brand New Me, VG Plus $14.99. A Brand New Me, VG Plus $14.99. There's Peter Gabriel, EX $32.99. Peter Gabriel is EX $32.99. Yellow Atco label, EX $32.99. The Babies, Head First. That's also EX $17.99 on the Babies. Head First, $17.99. Ian Hunter, You're Never Alone with a Schizophreniac. That's VG Plus $14.99. Led Zeppelin 4, that's EX $63.99. That's a 71 Presswell press. EX has Pico Duck in the dead wax. That's what you're looking for. EX $63.99, 71. Romelu countered at 7. Well, I'm not going to argue or let something end over $1. So sell him Carole King for 7. Jagger, same thing. Neil, if that was $9.99, I'll do $8 on it. So $8 on the Jaggers. We have The Call, Reconciled, VG Plus $17.99. Elvis Gold Award, Gold Records Volume 4. The cover's actually in shrink wrap, and that is VG Plus $19.99. Jacob Miller, this is already sold. Neil Brasher, that is sold to him. You should have had a sticky note from earlier. He got that. Hank Williams, Wandering Around, that's VG Plus $19.99. Burt Jordan wants the Elvis Gold Records, that's sold to Burt Jordan. Hank Williams on Stage, EX $19.99 in shrink wrap, black MGM label. That's a really cool picture of him. That's EX, or painting, EX $19.99. Do you have Peter Gabriel, Us, do you? No, I don't have that one. That's a newer, when did that one come out? I think Music on Vinyl had it. Here's one for the Elvis fans we don't get too often. 67 Mono, Double Trouble. That's one I just don't get as often. This is a Mono 67. VG Plus, very clean though, and nice jacket, $39.99. Tales of Mystery and Imagination, Edgar Allan Poe, The Alan Parsons Project. That's EX $17.99. John Waite, Mask of Smiles. John Waite is EX $17.99. Neil said he'll take the Jaggers for 8. Thank you. That's sold to Neil. And the best or the greatest hits of Exile, that was EX $12.99. EX $12.99. I mentioned the Chris Cornell album, and now I need 2 copies of one. Was that Chris Cornell Anthology or the Chris Cornell Patience 7-inch single? Eric Fisher, Led Zeppelin 4. It's actually really nice. We've graded it EX. Yeah, I think if it was near mint, we probably would have had 69 or 74.99 on it. An EXLP. It's got a hairline here and a hairline there. And this is, so we had it at, let me clarify what it is. It's a 71 PR press. It does have manufactured under license by Atlantic Record Corporation, Record Club of America. It does have PR in the dead wax, and this side has Pico, and this side has Pico Duck, which is side 2. That's, I think, a copy of Led Zeppelin 4 that you would want. And it's got the original Stairway to Heaven inner sleeve with the lyrics of Stairway to Heaven. Nice gatefold. And that is $63.99. Or best offer. Fair offer. Just don't offer $20. War, Deliver the Word, $34.99. War, Deliver the Word. A Flock of Seagulls is still available, $29.99. $29.99, Flock of Seagulls. That's just a generic inner sleeve. And this is very nice, $29.99, a Flock of Seagulls. Sean Fairweather said BJ for $8. That was Billy Joel and Sean. I'll sell that to you for $8. Sell that to Sean Fairweather. The Moody Blues, On the Threshold of a Dream, $14.99. Sean, I don't know if you were watching earlier, but we found that Bad Religion album that was mistagged. I don't know if you were watching when we found that earlier. Moody Blues is in shrink wrap, near mint, $14.99. Melanie is a 74 UK, $14.99. This is Cadence Classics, which is a compilation of the Everly Brothers, Link Ray, Cordettes, and others, $12.99. Russell S. wants the Flock of Seagulls. I figured somebody would buy that. That's sold to Russell S. Elton John, Sleeping with the Past, $19.99 for Elton John. Walter Egan, Not Shy, $14.99. That's in shrink wrap. Walter Egan, Not Shy. Original inner sleeve, $14.99. We have one Bad Religion album left, which is called Stranger Than Fiction. It's new and sealed, $28.99. Bob Dylan, Street Legal, $34.99 for Bob Dylan. Joni Mitchell, Dog Eat Dog, $19.99. Gold Stamp Promo, $19.99. I told everybody if we hit 100 viewers for a moment, I would do some half-off records, which I plan on doing anyway. As soon as this crate's over, which is all buy it now, best offer, I had to empty some crates. I'm going to head to the back, and I've got some pretty good half-off stuff for part 2. We're going to be live for about another 30 minutes or hour, depending on how many people stay on and how much we're selling. Mandrel, Composite Truth. Mandrel is $29.99. Composite Truth. Marshall Tucker Band, Long Hard Ride. Marshall Tucker Band is $14.99. Buddy Holly, For the First Time Anywhere. Buddy Holly is $24.99. Mahalia Jackson's Greatest Hits, that's $14.99. Columbia 2I, Mahalia Jackson. Buddy Holly, Legend, $34.99. Jeff McMaster, Mandrill. Jeff, I will do $24.99 on that. $24.99. Ed Sheeran is $33.99. Everybody's saying their wife is asking the price. I think that's a loophole. That means they're wanting to buy it. They're just saying their wife. My wife's wanting to buy it. The Call, $19.99. Into the Woods, $19.99. Elvis, From the Waist Up, $24.99. Elvis, From the Waist Up, $24.99. Neil Young Trans, $19.99. And Loudon Wainwright III, $9.99. Peter Gabriel Scratch, $34.99. That's a really nice looking record, near mint. We've had the Car in the Rain album and Shock the Monkey album. That's the one we haven't had as often, $34.99. CSN, this is like one of my favorites of all time. It's like a hits compilation, but man, Deja Vu, Helplessly Hoping, Wooden Ship, Sweet Judy Blue Eyes, Helpless, Woodstock, Teach Your Children, Guinevere's on there. Gary U.S. Bonds, $12.99. Gloria Estefan, Let It Loose, $14.99. Eric Clapton, At His Best, $34.99. Janis Joplin, Pearl, very clean. This has me and Bobby McGee on it. Mercedes-Benz, Cry Baby, Move Over. This is very clean vinyl too, $34.99. Now this wasn't a 2i from when this one came out, so that could be the first label. Jeff said Mandrel sold. Mandrel is $24.99 to Jeff McMaster. That's sold to Jeff. Marion Faithful is $9.99. Jackson Brown, Lives in the Balance, that's $14.99. Lindsey Buckingham, Law and Order. Lindsey Buckingham, that is $19.99. Nick, I will sell you Janis Joplin for $30 if you want that. The Kinks, Greatest Celluloid Heroes, $24.99 on the Kinks. $24.99, Celluloid Heroes. Stradivarius by Ginger Baker, 72 Richmond Press. Ginger Baker from Cream, $44.99 on that. And James Brown is $24.99. Shrink wrap, that's called James Brown Nonstop, $24.99. Ed Sheeran, yes, these are new and sealed, $33.99. We need to sell it. 5 people's asked about it. Surely somebody's about to pull the trigger. $19.99, Mott the Hoople, All the Young Dudes. $19.99, that's in shrink wrap. $19.99. Please tell me you have at least 2 more copies of. We have ordered those and they're on the way. We have ordered them and put them on the way. Moody Blues Long Distance Voyager, $14.99. Can I put it on next week's invoice? No, not really. Bobby McFerrin, Spontaneous Inventions, $19.99. Next week's invoice. You're not getting billed for these until Monday. You're wanting a 2 weeks advance. The Kinks Think Visual, $14.99. And Cat Stevens Cat's Cradle, $19.99. That means you may want to think about what you're buying first. Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran is sticker price, $33.99. Eddie Pasir, you have a really nice Malta Hoople there, but I'll go ahead and sell it to you for $15. That's sold to Eddie Pasir. And Romulo, this is sticker price. This is Jefferson Starship Nuclear Furniture. That is $19.99. Shrink wrap and hop sticker, $19.99. And Deep Purple Made in Japan is $44.99. That's a 2LP UK. We have the Beatles, and the Beatles. Three different Beatles bootlegs. Dennis, I have to have 25 for the Star Club. Those were marked down from $60. That's why we sold them for $25. I have one left, the Beatles at the Star Club. $25. Those were marked down from $64 and $59 and something crazy prices like that. John Porter, JS, $10. Jefferson Starship. I will say that for $17 if you want it. Best price on Elvis Double Trouble. That would be $35. And we need to make sure Ken Helplin's on the waiting list for Chris Cornell. I know I ordered them, but just so we know, Chris Cornell, Ken Helplin, the 12-inch single of Patience, or 7-inch single of Patience. Anybody else on anything in this crate? I'm going to go ahead and go to the back and get some on-sale stuff. That was New Arrivals and Beatles 20. What was that? We have Beatles for the Last Time, the Beatles Sweet Apple Tracks, and the Beatles The Annum. This is Back Upon Us All. I'm not for sure what those are. We got three different Beatles boots. Back Upon Us All, a collection 4th Amendment, the Beatles Sweet Apple Tracks, and the Beatles for the Last Time. Those are all bootlegs, and these are $39.99 each. The Chris Cornell single is $16.99. It's white vinyl Patience. White vinyl Patience. But John, yeah, 17 on that, 35 on Double Trouble. Let's see. Peter Gabriel, Car, and Scratch. Are both of those in here? Let's see here. Car and Scratch. Is there another copy of Car still in here? There's Car. That would be, since I've got several of them, 28, Jeff. And we might be Matthew Christ also on that one, 28. And this one, yeah, I would need, if you're buying both of these, 28, and I'm at 58, Jeff, on those two. I'm at 58 on those two. Elvis, leave the bill. There was a few in there. You just missed a few more in here. Double Trouble was $39.99, and I think that's it in that crate. There was that one, Elvis from the Waist Up, which is some kind of unofficial. That one was $24. Elvis from the Waist Up, $24.99, and Double Trouble was, I told somebody, $35 on that one. There's more coming up, though. We're going to do some half-off stuff first. Chris Cornell single of Patience. Patience, white vinyl, $16.99. I guess I need to order another 50 of those. I don't know how many of those I've sold. A lot. He's only one of the greatest vocalists of all time. Right, Tanner? Chris Cornell, ever heard of him? Yeah, he's only like one of the greatest vocalists of all time. There's probably a reason I should keep his stuff in stock. All right, let me go grab some on-sale stuff. I'll be right back. Let me go fill up this crate. All right, I'm back where y'all should be able to hear me. Let's see here. Okay, Chris Cornell, Paul Beal, put him down on that list as well. Regina said she'll take the Elvis record, Elvis from the Waist Up. That's so to Regina. After that was, what genre is C. Cornell? Rock. And we have some half-off records. I really don't know what's in here, but we need to really start. We got to thin out a lot of vintage in the back, so I'm going to start doing some of these half-off. Some of these are pretty recent too, like this year and maybe end of last year, but yeah, we're going to do these for half-off, so pay close attention. Chris Cornell, this one was, or excuse me, Peter Gabriel. Peter Gabriel, this is near mint. That one was EX. I said if you buy both of them, 28 and 30. They're beautiful. I'm going to tell you the title. These are going to be half off. Hope you're paying attention because probably most of this stuff is hopefully going to sell. We'll find out. Carlene Carter, $10 on Carlene Carter, Two Sides to Every Woman. I'll be telling you the half off price. Jeff McMaster said sold on both of those. He got both of those for $58. This is the Rapping Reverend Dr. C. Dexter Wise III. I ain't into that. I ain't into that. $7.50. 101 North. 101 North, $7.50. Graham Parker and the Rumor, Stick It To Me. Graham Parker and the Rumor is $7.50. Stetsasonic, Talking All That Jazz, that's $12.50. That's a 12-inch single, 5 different mixes of that. Stetsasonic. Carole King, Touch the Sky. Carole King, Touch the Sky is $7.50. Robert Ellis is the Texas Piano Man. 2019 Yellow Vinyl, that is $10. Robert Ellis, Texas Piano Man. Bobby Darin, $12.50 for Bobby Darin. Never Can Say Goodbye, the Communards, that's $7.50. Romulu's First to Carole King. Reflex, The Politics of Dancing. Reflex is $10. Let me wrestle with these records for a second. I got too many in here. I put too much in the half-off bin, actually. Reflex, The Politics of Dancing, that is $10. It's in shrink wrap. We have the Association Live, also in shrink wrap. $10 for the Association Live. Paul Simon, Still Crazy After All These Years. $10 after the half off. Paul Simon, very clean vinyl. Seals and Croft, Sudan Village in shrink wrap. That's $5. Seals and Croft. Quincy Jones, Body Heat. Quincy Jones is $7.50. Body Heat. Pam Dickens, first on Simon, Paul Simon. Leslie Holt, You Were Second. Beaver and Krause, All Good Men. That is $7.50. Is Reflex a single? Reflex, The Politics of Dancing is the full album. $10 after the half off. Classic film scores for Betty Davis. Betty Davis is $7.50. Classic film scores. Colin Butler wants Reverend. That was the Reverend, let's see here, Reverend, this one right here. That's sold to Colin Butler. Kelly Bagwell on Sudan Village. That's sold to Kelly Bagwell. And Leslie Holt first on Betty Davis. And Fred Carnell wants Reflex. Those 4 are all sold. My Son, the Nut, Alan Sherman. $5 on Alan Sherman. Hold On, it's D. Clark. That is $15 on the VJ label. Hold On, it's D. Clark. The Ghost, Willie Nelson. The Ghost, Willie Nelson, that's $10. Sean Phillips, Rumpelstiltskin's Resolve, that is $7.50. Sean Phillips, another Sean Phillips collaboration, that is $10. Uptown and Lowdown, Cliff Jackson's Washboard Wanderers, Dick Wellstood's Wallerites, that is $10 after the half off. Gary Lewis and the Playboys, More Golden Greats, $5 on Gary Lewis and the Playboys. The Kingston Trio, The Last Month of the Year. The Kingston Trio looks like a Christmas album. $5 on the Kingston Trio Christmas album. I lost my spot. I've almost got these. Does the D. Clark have the printed inner sleeve back of the cover? D. Clark, there's the back of the cover. And it does not have a printed inner sleeve. Kingston Trio. Robert Parker, Barefootin'. That's a VG copy, $7.50. Mike Panera, Isla. That's a Gold Stamp promo, $10. Fresh, name of the album is Out of Borstal, $10. That's in shrink wrap. Jim Queskin, Jump for Joy, $7.50. Gary Lewis, Listen. That's a sealed copy, $10. John Handy, Where Go the Boats? John Handy, $5. Jeff Berlin and Vox Humana, Champion, $7.50. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Nuclear Blues, $7.50. Frozen Ghost, $5. In shrink wrap and hop sticker. Includes the single Should I See You. Frozen Ghost is $5. Players, this is self-titled Players, $7.50. That's the same Frozen Ghost record. We have The Kingsman, Volume 3. The Kingsman is $6.50. Tony Shore wants Frozen Ghost. That's sold to Tony Shore. Bachman Turner Overdrive, Freeways, $7.50 for BTO Freeways. Leftover Wine, Melanie. Melanie is $5, Leftover Wine. Another Melanie is $5. That's self-titled Melanie, Melanie and Melanie. And Godly and Cream, Ism, something like that. $10 for Godly and Cream. Glorious Hymn, Sister Rosetta Tharpe. That is in shrink wrap, partial shrink wrap. $10 on the upfront label. $10 after the half off. Tony Shore wants Godly and Cream. If you're just joining us, I'm doing a half off bin. All these titles are 50% off. Diamond Hill, Butch Hancock from 1980. That is $17.50 after the half off. Diamond Hill, Butch Hancock. Katrina and the Waves, Break of Heart, $7.50. Break of Hearts. Katrina and the Waves, $7.50. Katrina. Cliff Noble's Pony the Horse, $12.50. Thomas wants BH for Butch Hancock. That's sold to Thomas Hujar. The Bugs Henderson Group. The Bugs Henderson Group, Still Flying, half off price is $12.50 from 1989. Half off is $12.50. Back Street Crawler, that's $10. James Lee Farrell wants the Bugs Henderson Group. Henry Gross, Plug Me Into Something. Henry Gross is $5. We have Cross Country. That's self-titled. Cross Country, $10 on Cross Country. $10 on that. Hum and Strum Along with Chet Atkins. $10. That's I think it has a book with it, complete with songbook. Maybe. Maybe it don't have a songbook. Is it supposed to have a songbook? Or maybe it's hidden somewhere in here. This is a thick jacket. I think it's supposed to have a songbook tucked right into here. I don't see it, but I do see an LP. Let me see if there's something else behind this. I think you were just getting the disc with this one. Very nice LP though. And Rob Sheffield, let me know if you still want that. It doesn't have a book with it if it's posted, which I'm pretty sure it is. So, Rob, let me know if you still want that because John says he's passing. Before that, James Lee Farrell wants Seals and Croft. That might have already been spoken for. Seals and Croft. Yeah, that's already spoken for. Somebody already got that one. Leave that there in pending. Whoop. We have Ambrosia. $5 for Ambrosia. Original cover with the die-cut triangle. Another Chet Atkins. That one's $5. Stay tuned. Chet Atkins, stay tuned. $5 for that one. Manhattan Transfer. Maca for Veterans. $5. The price on Chet. This one's $10. $10 on that one. Colin Butler wants the Ambrosia. That's sold to Colin Butler. Bananarama Deep Sea Skiving. That is $10 for Bananarama. Invisible Moods. That's a 2LP compilation. $7.50. Rami Lou wants MT. Manhattan Transfer. That's sold to Rami Lou. Eddie Kendricks Vintage 78. Eddie Kendricks is $7.50. Meet the Swag Men. Meet the Swag Men. $7.50. Ronnie Law's Fever. $7.50 on Ronnie Law's Fever. $7.50 on that. Fess Parker, star of the TV series Daniel Boone. That's actually on RCA. and that is $10. Has some radio station markings on the back. That is $10. Chet Atkins is still available if anybody wants it. Lynn's Farm, Happy Days, $7.50 on Lynn's Farm. And Spencer Davis Group with their new face on. That is $12.50. Leslie Holt on Bananarama. That is sold to Leslie Holt. We have another Manhattan transfer. That one's $5 as well. Mecca for Moderns. Penny Lane and Time. Kai Winding. Penny Lane and Time. Kai Winding in shrink wrap. A 67 promo. $10. Romelu on Manhattan transfer again. We have Tilt soundtrack. That is $10 on the Tilt soundtrack. The Collectors. Is that what that says? The Collectors. The Collectors on Green Warner Brothers label. That's a 68 press. The cover does have some seam splitting. $17.50. $17.50, not duplicate. Yes, that was the same album. That was the same album. I don't think Romelu wants that one again. Yeah, that was the same album. Maggie Bell, Queen of the Night. Maggie Bell is $5. Mick DeVille is $7.50. We have Phil. Looks like one of those. The art looks like one of those Oingo Boingo covers, or Danny Elfman. Phil Alvin, Unsung Heroes or Unsung Stories. Gold stamp promo, $10. We have Synergy Chords. Synergy's on clear vinyl, $7.50. Synergy Chords, a revolutionary transparent recording. What's on the comp, or what is the comp? Give me 1 second, I'll show you that one. Dan Fogelberg, Captured Angel, is $5. And Keith Emerson, the Nighthawk soundtrack, $7.50. $7.50. Leslie Holt wants Synergy. That's sold to Leslie Holt. Let me grab my water right over here for 1 second. I'm going to read the titles left in here. Everything in here is half off. You can buy it, or you can not buy it. You got two options. Carlene Carter. Carlene Carter, Two Sides of Every Woman. 101 North. Graham Parker and the Rumor. Stetsasonic. Robert Ellis is the Texas Piano Man. Bobby Darin. The Communards. That's a 12-inch single. The Association live. Quincy Jones Body Heat. Can I see the Texas Piano Man record? That is Robert Ellis is the Texas Piano Man. That's from 2019. It's on yellow vinyl. The half-off price is $10. Looks like it has the original inner sleeve, too. Maggie Bell. Maggie Bell is $5. Derek Clark, if you like Janis Joplin, you'll like Maggie Bell of Stone and the Crows. Maggie Bell. Leslie said sold on the Robert Ellis record. We'll see if Neil wants Maggie Bell. We have Beaver and Krause, All Good Men, $7.50. My Son the Nut, Alan Sherman. We have The Ghost, Willie Nelson. Sean Phillips. Uptown and Lowdown. Neil says sold on Maggie Bell. And Leslie Holt wants the Carlene Carter. So those are all sold. Leslie, Neil, and Leslie. Gary Lewis and the Playboys, the Kingston Trio. Hold On, it's D. Clark, Robert Parker, Mike Panera, Fresh, Jim Queskin, Gary Lewis, John Handy, Jeff Berlin. The Willie Nelson Ghost. The Ghost is $10 after the half off. $10 after the half off. Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Players. The Kingsmen. Botman Turner Overdrive. Melanie. Sister Rosetta Tharp. Sold on Willie Nelson the Ghost. Leslie Holt. Cliff Nobles. Backstreet Crawler. Henry Gross. Cross Country. Chet Atkins. And then earlier John Porter asked about this. The Invisible Moods is $7.50. It's 2 LP. It's RCA. It should be RCA artists such as Nielsen, The Tokens, The Lion Sleeps Tonight, John Gary, Glenn Yarborough, B.W. Stevenson, My Maria, Paul Anka, Peggy March, Friends of Distinction, The Main Ingredient, Dottie West, Ed Ames, Guess Who's on here, Floyd Kramer, Guess Who, Bobby Bear, Browns, and some others. That is $7.50. Kelsey said, how much was Sister Rosetta? The price on that is $10. Backstreet Crawler for $6. Have I got to that yet? I haven't. Sell that to Jeff McIntosh for $6. Dave Plunkett wants QJ. QJ. That was Quincy Jones. Is that still in here? John Porter says, so this is sold Invisible Moods. That one right there. Sold to John Porter. Let me find the Quincy Jones. Have I got to it yet? Let's see. If not, can't remember if I've showed that one or not already. I don't think I have. Yep, I have. That's sold to Dave Plunkett, Quincy Jones. Okay, Eddie Kendricks, Vintage 78. We have Meet the Swag Men. Ronnie Laws, Fever. Fess Parker, star of the TV series Daniel Boone. Chet Atkins, Lynn Farn, Spencer Davis Group. Kai Winding, Penny Lane. Tilt, The Collectors, Manhattan Transfer, Mink DeVille, Phil Alvin, Dan Fogelberg, and Keith Emerson. Now, I'd like to go back to new stuff from tonight. That's probably let me figure out where that crate is. Is this the crate we went through? Where's the crate I just went through? Right there. Okay, so I got some more stuff I want to go back through a second time that we showed tonight. So that was half off stuff. I'm going to set that aside. That's the crate we've already been through. So let me set this one over here. And I'll set this right here. And let me grab new stuff from tonight. So I want to go back through some more new stuff from tonight. This is buy it now or best offer. Buy it now, best offer on this stuff. So, yeah, this has got a great wide mix. Good titles still left in here. First, we got a couple questions. First is price and condition for Nighthawks. Yes, those were half off titles. Jet had offered 10 for the Stetson Sonic. We'll go ahead and sell that to Jet for 10. Stetson Sonic, this is sold to Jet for 10. Next was Greetings from Peru. We ship records all across the world. Yes, we ship records worldwide. So if you're an international buyer, if you make a purchase with us, we'll send you an invoice for your records, and then whenever we're ready to ship them, we'll get those packed, and then we'll get you a quote, and then we'll send you an invoice for shipping. I think that's how we do that. We have some people in Canada and the UK, same way. Basically, we get payment, and then whenever you get enough, we get them packed up, and then we send them to you. James Lee Farrell, Invisible Moods, is already sold. Nick Bagron's going to get that for $30. No CDs tonight. I don't have any new ones priced. And the only other question was Fred Carnell on Nighthawks. Keith Emerson. No condition notes. The cover is about VG, VG+. No condition notes on the vinyl. That was $7.50, Fred Carnell. This is new stuff from tonight, so it's buy it now or make fair offers. That's what this stuff is. John Mayall, USA Union, $29.99. The Dregs, Unsung Heroes, that was $14.99. We have This Is Elvis Soundtrack, $29.99. This Is Elvis Soundtrack 2LP, $29.99. Kelly Bagwell said $22 for Mayall. Sell that to Kelly for $22.99. We have Jonathan King, or Then Again, $29.99 on that. Volunteers, super nice copy, $29.99 in shrink wrap. It's got the RCA sleeve, which may or may not be original, and that was that's a little bit too early of a sleeve for that one. But shrink wrap, orange RCA label, $29.99. Surprised no one's got that. In shrink wrap, Jefferson Airplane. Sell that to Fred Carnell for $5, to Keith Emerson. Elvis Sings for Children, that's in shrink wrap, $19.99. Has the greeting card on the back, still intact. In shrink wrap, Elvis Sings for Children. David Bowie Live is a 74 Indianapolis press, 2LP, original label, near mint. David Bowie Live, $44.99. Eric Clapton, Layla. This also has Let It Rain on it. Little Wing, Bell Bottom Blues, After Midnight. And this was an Italian compilation, $29.99. Burt Jordan says, this is Elvis 25. Sell that to Burt Jordan for $25. And Kelsey wants Elvis Sings for Children. That's sold to Kelsey. Jimmy Cliff, Wonderful World, Beautiful People. Jimmy Cliff is a 1982 press. Never seen that one before, $24.99. Frank Sinatra, Strangers in the Night. Frank Sinatra, original label, $14.99. Gary Rafferty, this is Steelers Wheel, has Stuck in the Middle with You on it. $19.99, Jerry Rafferty and Steelers Wheel. Elvis, Almost in Love, $9.99. Elvis, Loving You, 62 Indianapolis Press, in shrink wrap, $29.99. Someone was like, well, the Elvis bin's going to be restocked. Probably by tonight when we're done. We'll have a few to add, but we've sold a majority of the new Elvis stuff we've put out tonight. Austin Calderon on Eric Clapton, but we can fill it right back up. I can promise you that. But these are nice records. These are from Wisconsin. Original inner sleeve with this one. Beautiful vinyl in shrink wrap. That's also sold to Kelsey. Austin Calderon got the Clapton. Kelsey gets Elvis, Loving You. We have Flaming Star in shrink wrap, $9.99. A Date with Elvis, that's also in shrink wrap, 71, also an orange label. That was $29.99 in shrink wrap, near mint, cover and vinyl. For LP fans only, that's also an orange label. LP fans only, beautiful vinyl, $24.99. Legendary Performer Volume 2, $12.99. Legendary Performer Volume 1. If somebody buys both of these, I'll sell both of them for $20. Legendary Performer Volume 1 and 2. I'll sell you both of those if you buy the pair. $20. Let's Be Friends. Elvis, $9.99. Let's Be Friends. We have His Hand in Mine. His Hand in Mine is $9.99. His Hand in Mine, gospel album. And the Dregs Industry Standard, $14.99. Elvis Volume, $20. Volume 1 and 2. Yep, sell both of those to Bert. 10 and 10 or 20 for both. And we have Steelers Wheel is this is usually instantly sold because usually anything Jerry Rafferty is, but this one is this one's very clean. We had one in shrink wrap with the hop sticker the other night. That was $19.99. Let's see, John Ambrosic, SW15. SW15 Steelers Wheel. I'm going to keep that one at sticker price. Steelers Wheel. Billy Joe Street Life Serenade, $14.99. That's in shrink wrap. Billy Joe Street Life Serenade. David Bowie Special is a 2LP 1976 Japanese pressing, $69.99. David Bowie Special. Best of Bee Gees Volume 2. Best of Bee Gees Volume 2. Red Polydor label, $19.99 on Best of Bee Gees. Johnny Cash, Ride This Train. That is a $34.99. It's a mono 1960 6i. Johnny Cash, Ride This Train. 6i mono 1960. Really nice. $34.99. John Ambrosic, let me know if you want Steelers Wheel for $19.99. If not, it's sold to James Lee Farrell. Cat Stevens Foreigner is $19.99. That's in shrink wrap. Bob Dylan, Bringing It All Back Home. Clean copy. $34.99. John says he'll take that as sticker. James Lee Farrell, you would be second. Cat Stevens, Mana Bone Jacon. I think that's how you read that one. Very nice, $19.99. $20 for Date with Elvis. Date with Elvis would be $25 if you want that one. $25 on a Date with Elvis. Hot Chocolate, everyone's a winner. $14.99 for Hot Chocolate. That's a surprise. Cat Stevens, Buddha and the Chocolate Box. Cat Stevens is $19.99. Russell S. Dylan is definitely stereo because this is a 70s reissue. This is a 1970s reissue. It is near mint. That is $34.99. Thomas said 28 on cash. Go ahead and sell that to Thomas. Johnny Cash, $28. Ricky Skaggs, Highways and Heartaches. That's $24.99 for Ricky Skaggs. Billy Joel, The Bridge, $14.99 on Billy Joel, The Bridge. Willie Nelson, Island in the Sea, $14.99. Willie Nelson, Island in the Sea, shrink wrap and hop sticker, $14.99. Let's see. Date with Elvis. Date with Elvis is $25. That's sold to Kelsey Snindend. I usually just say Kelsey. Kelsey, I struggle with your last name. Okay, we have David Bowie, Hunky Dory. That's EX, $44.99. That's a 75 Indianapolis David Bowie Hunky Dory. That's tan RCA with the original inner sleeve, David Bowie, Hunky Dory. Hunky Dory. Led Zeppelin 3 is $59.99. Led Zeppelin 3, $59.99. This is a 1970s Phillips pressing, $59.99. Fleetwood Mac Rumors is, well, I said I would take $115 for it. That's the Nautilus Super Disc, near mint. Pamela Yeager, Led Zeppelin, best price. Pamela, probably $55. I think we sold one earlier for, I can't remember. This is the second Led Zeppelin 3 we've had tonight. That's OG. It is OG 1970. Of course, it has the wheel. The wheel works. You can spin that around and look at all those psychedelic images. All kinds of stuff going on that cover. That's a nice copy. And Elvis, King of Rock and Roll, 1983 German pressing. Regina said, what was the best I'd take for this? Regina, if you're still watching, I'll do $35 on that. Elvis, King of Rock and Roll. And Elvis is back. Orange RCA label in shrink wrap, $39.99. Fleetwood Mac best price. That was $115. We got it stickered $135. And last night it was a no bid for $115. And this has the wrong record in it. I noticed that looking at it earlier. This has Eagles Greatest Hits Volume 1. The cover's Volume 2. So that's not for sale. Unless you want the wrong record and the wrong jacket. I'm glad I went through that crate again. That was some good stuff. I figured it needed another look. I may have one more like that. We've went through a vintage bin. We've done a recap bin. I've got tonight's newest new vinyl that I think I've only been through once. I don't know if anybody's interested in that. Ken, if you want to make an offer on Fleetwood Mac, I'll entertain it. If it's fair, I might say yes. Regina wants King of Rock and Roll for $35. And we have Elvis is back. Elvis is back is $39.99. Orange RCA label. So does Ken let me know on the Fleetwood Mac? Is that yes, I'll take it for $115, or yes, I'm about to make an offer? Okay, so here's what's left in that bin. The Dregs, Jonathan King, Jefferson Airplane, David Bowie Live, Jimmy Cliff, Frank Sinatra, Elvis, Almost in Love, Elvis, Flamin' Star, Elvis for LP fans only, Elvis, Let's Be Friends, Elvis, His Hand in Mine, The Dregs, Industry Standard, Billy Joe, Street Life Serenade, David Bowie Special, Best of Bee Gees, Cat Stevens Foreigner, Cat Stevens, Hot Chocolate, Cat Stevens, Bob Dylan, Ricky Skaggs, Billy Joel, Willie Nelson, Fleetwood Mac Rumors, Hunky Dory, Fleetwood Mac Rumors Nautilus Super Disc. Still got Led Zeppelin 3. Elvis is back, is in shrink wrap. And Led Zeppelin, the cover was about VG Plus. No condition notes on the vinyl. It's very nice. What happened to it? There it is. Yeah, it's very nice. The Immigrant Song. Tangerine, That's the Way. Gallows Pole. Celebration Day, Since I've Been Loving You. Out on the Tiles. They say Out on the Tiles is the toughest. No, Four Sticks. Four Sticks is the toughest Led Zeppelin song to play, evidently, by the band. That's why they never play it live, evidently. Four Sticks from Led Zeppelin 4. Pamela said she'll take it. And that was $55. Pamela asked about this earlier. She's going to take it for $55. Craig was next, and then Patty. Anybody else on this crate? I don't think we have any Led Zeppelin left over except that copy of Led Zeppelin 4 from earlier. Craig, I might have taken your 54.48, which would have rounded up to 55, but somebody's already bought it for 55. This crate of new vinyl here only has 4 or 5 items in it. Let me show it right quick. I got to do some condensing. I think it's mostly. I speak before I think. That's why I put the words just don't come out accurately. We have Taylor Swift Midnights. That's the Jade Green, $33.99. Also have that same album on Moonstone Blue, alternate cover, $33.99 on those. We have Red, Taylor's version, $59.99. Fearless, Taylor's version, $46.99. Oasis, $38.99. 2 copies of Oasis back in stock. Bush 16 Stone is $33.99. Drive-By Truckers is $33.99. Led Zeppelin 1 is $59.99. Toy Story Picture Disc, $26.99. And Queensryche Empire is $39.99. All of them die. Wants Taylor Swift Midnights, Moonstone Blue Marble. That's sold to All of them die. Queensryche, Toy Story. Led Zeppelin is $59.99 because it's the LP remastered and you get a complete live concert from 1969. That is great. Prime Led Zeppelin. Dazed and Confused, Moby Dick, How Many More Times. They're even doing Good Times, Bad Times live, which is always a challenge to find a nice live recording of that. They didn't play that song too much live. Also a very difficult song to play. Drive-By Truckers, Bush, Oasis, Fearless, Red, Midnights. If you listen to Good Times, Bad Times, first, Austin wants Red and Fearless. Those are both sold to Austin. Make a note, I need to order more Taylor Swift again. Those are sold to Austin. And if anybody else wants one, let me know. If you listen to Good Times, Bad Times, it sounds like John Bonham on the drums is playing a completely different song in a different rhythm. And it sounds like Jimmy Page is playing in a different rhythm. And Robert Plant's not really synced with them. But somehow it all comes back and it clicks. It's a pretty unique breakdown I watched one time on YouTube. But John Bonham's playing in this rhythm. It just don't sound right, but it sounds good at the same time. And Jimmy Page is like doing his own thing. But it makes sense, so. All right, let's see what we have in this crate. I don't know if this is the one I want to go through or not. Let me see. That was actually pretty recent stuff there. Let me see if I can condense. Actually, see this. I can play anything on guitar. Wow. That's a bold statement. Let's see here. Yeah, let me go through this crate. I think there's some records in here some people's waiting for. Anything. Next, we have the Byrds, Dr. Byrds and Mr. Hyde, 69 Terre Haute, $29.99. Sting, The Dream of the Blue Turtles. That's in shrink wrap with the hop sticker, and it has the lyric insert with it. These are new arrivals. Don't hesitate to make offers. $29.99 on Sting. Jethro Tull, Broadsword. That's one we don't get in as often. It is a near mint copy in the original printed inner sleeve. Jethro Tull's $19.99. Country Joe and the Fish, The Life and Times of Country Joe and the Fish from Haight-Ashbury to Woodstock, $29.99. 2LP. Joni Mitchell, Miles of Isles is $34.99 for Joni Mitchell. Frank Zappa, surprisingly still available. Overnight Sensation, The Mothers of Invention, very clean copy, $34.99. Good-Hearted Woman, Waylon Jennings, $34.99. 72 Indianapolis, orange label, $34.99 on Waylon Jennings. Country Joe and the Fish, Electric Music, is $24.99. Roy Orbison, Regeneration, $19.99. Hunky Dory was $44.99. It was a tan 1975 pressing. Yes. Big Generator, $19.99. Yes, Big Generator. We have Aretha Franklin, Amazing Grace, 72 Richmond Press, $69.99. Aretha Franklin, 72 Richmond Press. Neil Young, Time Fades Away, $34.99. Bruce Springsteen, Nebraska. That was a Holland press, gatefold with hop sticker, $29.99 on Bruce Springsteen. Don Henley, Building the Perfect Beast, $19.99. This has the Boys of Summer on it, very clean copy, $19.99. Jackson Browne, Lives in the Balance, $14.99. Paul Simon, Graceland, $29.99. Original inner sleeve, $29.99. Roy Orbison is Near Mint. Santana 3, $19.99. Gatefold, Santana 3. Simon & Garfunkel, Parsley, Sage, Rosemary, and Thyme. Original 2i, $14.99 on Simon & Garfunkel. Leo Sayer is $9.99. The press of the Waylon Jennings was a 1972 Indianapolis on the orange RCA label, $34.99. James Lee Farrell on the Simon & Garfunkel. That's sold to James Lee Farrell. Glenn Fry, the All-Nighter. This has got the gold stamp promo and the hop sticker on it, $19.99. The Godfather of Soul, James Brown, The Payback, $99.99. The Payback, that's a great song too. $99.99. Red Polydor, very clean copy. James Brown. Larry Sparks, John Deere Tractor, $29.99. Simple Minds, this is Street Fighting Years. Simple Minds, near mint, $29.99 on Simple Minds. Roy Orbison, Early Orbison, that is $19.99. Roy Orbison. The Turtles, Turtle Soup, $19.99. The Cars, $34.99. The Cars, $34.99. Red Electra, very, very nice looking copy. Elvis, Back in Memphis, is sealed, $350. I'm going to go ahead and leave these out. Back in Memphis is sealed, $349.99. Elvis Golden Records is $19.99. Orange RCA label. From Elvis in Memphis, that one's also sealed. That one's also sealed, $249.99. Both Roy Orbisons for $35. I think he wants this one. And what was the other one? Was there another one in here? This one and this one. Sell those to Ken Highstand. $35 for both of those. Roy Orbisons. Those are both sold to Ken for $35. Moody Blues, $14.99. Renaissance is $9.99. Elvis for Everyone, this one's also sealed, early 70s press, we think. That's not $99.99. Those are 3 sealed Elvis records. Simple Minds, Once Upon a Time, $34.99. Return to Forever, featuring Chick Corea, $19.99. Bobby McFerrin, The Voice. Bobby McFerrin is $19.99. Simple Minds, Sparkle in the Rain. Simple Minds is $34.99. George Thorogood and the Destroyers is $19.99. Dance to Duke, Duke Ellington, $19.99. That's a CSP press. Loudon Wainwright III, album 3, $14.99. Pure Prairie League, Something in the Night. Pure Prairie League is $14.99. The Everly Brothers, Nice Guys, $14.99. Everly Brothers, Nice Guys, $14.99. Porgy and Bess, Ray Charles and Cleo Lane. Porgy and Bess is $29.99. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Greatest Hits, $19.99. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Greatest Hits, $19.99. Air Supply, The One That You Love. Air Supply is $9.99. Carly Simon, Come Upstairs, $9.99. Cat Mother and the All Night Newsboys, $19.99. Cat Mother, Red Polydor label. We have The World of Johnny Cash, $24.99. 20 all-time great recordings in one package. Gene Pitney, $9.99. Thompson Twins, Into the Gap. This has Dr. Doctor on it, $24.99. Thompson Twins. T-Bone Burnett, The Talking Animals, Shrink Wrap, $19.99. Bob Seger, Like a Rock, is $29.99. Carly Simon, Have You Seen Me Lately, from 1990. $19.99. Carly Simon. Jethro Tull Live, that was a near mint, very nice copy. No cover wear on that one, $29.99. Here's a surprise, the best of Tommy James and the Shondells, $19.99. Craig Capp wrote his name on the cover. Other than that, it's an original roulette. Crimson and Clover, Crystal Blue Persuasion, Sweet Cherry Wine, I Think We're Alone Now. That is $19.99. The Isley Brothers, Giving It Back, that's $19.99. REO Speedwagon, Life as We Know It, $19.99. Noel Harrison, Santa Monica Pier, $14.99. Grover Washington Jr., $9.99. Robbie Dupree, $9.99. Eric Carmen is sealed. That's also $19.99. Albert Hammond, The Free Electric Band, $24.99. Oak Ridge Boys, that was sealed for $19.99. The Byrds, another surprise tonight, in shrink wrap, $19.99. The Byrds' Greatest Hits, perfect. And the American Graffiti soundtrack was $24.99. American Graffiti soundtrack, $24.99. I think everybody's got sleepy on me. Nobody's even making offers, Tanner. Crazy, right? Okay, we'll be back tomorrow at 7 o'clock. John Porter wants Crimson and Clover. He's going to take the Tommy James. Please set this aside because I would like to listen to it tonight. It's been a long time since I've listened to it. That's one of my favorite compilations of all time. So this is Best of Tommy James and the Shondells. Tag that for John Porter, but I would like to listen to that tonight. It's been a long time. First time I heard that, that was like amazing. It was on an 8-track too. I was test playing 8-tracks for eBay. Cash best price. I didn't know there was a Johnny Cash in here. Let me try to find it though. The Birds is sticker price, $19.99. The James Brown Payback is unusually minty. Unusually minty. That is $99.99. The vinyl is near mint minus. It's, like I said, rare in this grade. It does have a clip corner. It does have a clip corner, but this overall is a very nice. Just so hard to find in that condition. No, the Aretha was in this crate. I was waiting for you, Michael. I was thinking you might have got off, but Aretha Franklin, Amazing Grace is $69.99. 72 Richmond Press. Make your best offer and I'll sell it to you. We have, Russell, let me figure out which cash we have in here. And Thomas, I'm going to sell you the Wayland for $30. Several people have asked. You're the first to make an offer. That's sold to Thomas Hujar for $30. Jeff said 10 on the Isley Brothers. Best price on the Isley Brothers, giving it back, would be $15. I feel like 20 is a good price. Look how nice this is. It's got the flip open cover. It's on T-neck and it looks like it's unplayed. 15 on that. So Isley Brothers, giving it back. If you want that, Jeff, $10. Let's sell Nath the Aretha Franklin for $58. Bowie Live. Bowie Live is $44.99. That's a good concert. You can take my word on that one, but let me find it for you. I see a couple other questions too. I'll answer all these before I sign off. If you got anything you need to know before we sign off for the night, let me know. Some of these may end up in a flip video in our group and they might get sold. So David Bowie Live, yeah, this is a great, very popular release. Let's see, it was 1974. So yeah, you have Rebel Rebel, Moon Age Daydream, Changes, Suffragette City, All the Young Dudes, Diamond Dogs, The Width of a Circle. That's an earlier one of his. Gene Genie, Rock and Roll Suicide. Yeah, that's a good one. Orange Label, that's an original pressing too. Best price on American Graffiti. I think somebody's already offered 20. Haven't they? Fred Carnell offered 20. We're going to sell that to Fred Carnell for $20. Now we got to find the cash that Russell S. was asking about. Cash. That was probably this one, The World of Johnny Cash. I'll do $20 on that, Russell S. Kelly, I need 20 for the Birds. That's just too nice. I feel like I could get 20 for that. Victor, if you want to make a fair offer on James Brown, it's at 100 though. We sold Wayland. We sold Aretha. We sold that for 20. And John Porter says, I'll take it. And that was the David Bowie Live. That's sold to John Porter. Next was Tom. You're second on that. And Russell S. said he'll take cash for 20. So Russell S. got cash for 20. Tom, you were second on the Bowie. That was sold to John Porter at Sticker. Kelly says she'll take the Birds at Sticker. Such a great record and such high grade. That's sold to Kelly. Susie was second on it. From Elvis in Memphis. From Elvis in Memphis is $250. It's an original sealed. We believe this one is from 1969. It is sealed, no punch holes, no saw marks either. $250. What else? Did I get everybody's questions? Get American Graffiti. That's already sold, Nick. Angela, Newsboys. Is that the name of the group or the title? That was Cat Mother and the All Night Newsboys. I believe that's the title and the artist. Cat Mother and the All Night Newsboys. I think that's a self-titled album. No, it's Cat Mother and the All Night Newsboys. The name of the album is The Street Giveth and the Street Taketh Away. Yeah, those three Elvis records back here are near mint and sealed. And James Brown was $99.99. If there's anybody watching for the first time on YouTube or Facebook, we do this every night. We have thousands of records we have to price and put out. We show hundreds every night. We went through a world record amount of stuff tonight. I don't know why I've condensed everything, but we've went through 12 or 15 crates tonight, including new vinyl, very fast. So, and I think there was more back there we didn't get to, and he'll have more tomorrow. So, what is tomorrow? Friday? Tomorrow's Friday. We'll be back at 7 o'clock doing this again. I'll have half a crate of Japanese I didn't get to auction. We'll also have new vinyl delivered tomorrow. It is Friday, so tomorrow will be the last night for new vinyl, new vinyl. And John Miller Cat Mother would be $17 if you want that. Or I'll do $15 on it. $15 on that John Miller if you want it. I'll leave it out just in case you say yes. Be back tomorrow at 7 o'clock Central Time. We'll have, like I said, new vinyl. We'll have new vintage. We'll have new auctions. And probably new Elvis. There's always Elvis. So, CD, yeah, no, it's cassettes or CDs. I'm probably going to do cassettes, or I have to give everybody a free car. So I better bring them up here. So we won't forget that for sure. All right. Thanks, everybody. We're signing off. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 o'clock, and we'll see you then.